Louisville's a really good team. We got won by 10. That doesn't happen too often in this league. It's not going to happen back to back. I thought both teams played well. I felt like neither Sprague nor DeCaro had their A+ stuff. A little bit rusty from not pitching last weekend, but both competed. I thought Poston was outstanding. Peterson, who now is a big addition to our bullpen, came in and got a big out, and then Dalton finished it. So we did a great job of getting leadoff men on. We didn't score as many as we would have liked to, but we still scored enough, and a good complete team win. We made a lot of plays defensively, so that's what we're looking for. And we get to honor all of our seniors and grads tomorrow, so we're really excited about that.
One of the best relief games you've had in quite a while?
Yeah, we feel like obviously with Poston and Pence, those have been our horses all year. But now we started using Poston in a little bit different role because he recovers a little bit better, and we want to try to have Dalton out there if at all possible at the end of the game. But we also knew we were going to have to sandwich the gap with Ben, and we just felt like Poston had gone all the way through the lineup. Who's our leadoff hitter? Benson had stung him pretty good, and Vance makes a play that a lot of center fielders don't make. It looks easy, but it's not easy, and we didn't like seeing him again. Petey came in, that's a big out. And they allowed us to have Dalton start the next inning.
What's your comfort level with Poston? Granted, giving up a double, then hitting a guy.
Yeah.
What's your comfort level with him at the end of games?
That's a great question. It's high. I'm fine closing Dalton Matt Poston. He's done it. Both of them can close. If we do need to go to Dalton before him and Poston's available, we'll close him. So the comfort level is really high. He's experienced. He's not scared of anything. The good thing about Matt is he was throwing pretty much all fastballs, and he's had to throw his split more, and so it's gotten better because he's going to need it if he's throwing longer. If you throw one inning, you can overpower heaters, but now he's having to throw both. But I'm comfortable. He fills his position well, quick to the plate, hard to run against. And that's something we've done a good job against a team that's really good at stealing bases. And I'm very comfortable with him.
Scott, did these last two games I know it's a long season, but does last night and today sort of illustrate why this team is in the position it is? You hit all the homers last night, and then today you get, 5 innings of scoreless relief.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like the different elements that you guys have.
Yeah, 100%. It's a special group. I was just telling them. The group is really special. I don't really have to say anything to them. They work. They hate losing. We've got really good players that have played a lot for us that aren't in the starting lineup, and that goes one of two ways. And you have to have the right character and the right kids. When you have a Jackson Vandenbrayten and a Johnny Castagnosi sitting over there, Connor Bovair's in the weekend rotation. As a coach, you're like, this thing's going to go one of two ways, and that's a credit to them 100%. But it's a special group. I think you saw the rust, though. That was my biggest concern was DeCaro and Sprague. Looking back on it, maybe we have them face live hitters, but your depth shrinking positionally, so you don't want to get any injuries. But the last time both those guys started was against Virginia Tech, and I think 6 days is too much. I'm old school. I wish these starters had 5 days. But it's a complete team that, if they don't reach their goals, it sure ain't going to be because they aren't together and they're not giving it everything they've got.
With Shea, he talks about that his changeup is very much a feel pitch, and at the beginning of the season he had to work up to get that feel again. Do you think having the week off might have impacted that a little bit?
Potentially, yeah. He was going glove side really good to lefties with his fastball, and a part of it is not just his changeup, it's being able to keep guys off his changeup because they know it's coming, right-handed hitters. So he's been pitching in to righties really good, and he just could not do that today for some reason. But you look at the game, and you've been around baseball a long time, he gives up the 3-run home run, and then he gets us right back to the dugout. And when you do that, you're keeping your team. If all of a sudden, single, walk, we got to make a change, the whole game changes. It's kind of like that. I tell the guys about Andrew Kerrigan. The first year we went to Omaha, I was here in 06. He gives up the home run to take the lead, but then boom, boom, he gets the next 2 guys out. So our guys, we don't have time to realize what's going on. They come in, they hit, and we ended up winning that game. So that was really big for Sprague.
What does that say kind of to his maturity, because he lets up that home run and then ground out, strike out.
Yeah, he's just a tough kid now. He may not be throwing 94, 95, but he's competing his tail off, and he's got good stuff, but his biggest stuff is he's a tough kid.
You got Pence got it done for you the last 2 innings, but you had Peterson out there. Did you think about maybe pushing him a little bit longer there, or you want to post or Pence?
You know what? I felt like the middle of the order. I felt like Petey has, he had to start and threw really good. And he threw 41 pitches on Tuesday. Is that when we played Campbell?
Yeah.
Against Campbell. And I thought, okay, for him to be that extra guy, that guy in the bullpen that can help us, I want to get him in and get him out early on so he can prove that, hey, I can do that in the big situation. It's the heart of the order, too. And they're leading off the two-hole guy, Hoy, the third baseman, who's a good player, but he's better against righties than he is against lefties. So I thought, okay, if we can steal 6 outs, Dalton can do that day, maybe even 7. I almost went to him. I was going to go Dalton in the 7th if Hoy came up.
Scott, you've seen a lot of baseball, obviously, over the years. If you can sweep these guys tomorrow, I think that leaves you with 2 losses in the regular season at home and only 1 ACC regular season loss at home. I mean, are those just sort of eyebrow-raising things for even a guy that's seen plenty of baseball like yourself?
I wish I probably should do a better job of. I'm just not good at that. My brain, ever since I started coaching, is always thinking about the next game and finding a way to win that game. There are times where you can have a great record. I remember in 2013 we were like 34-2 or something. We lost a game. I feel like we were 3-34. But I do think this is the type of team that can beat anybody and can win any game, and that's a good feeling going into it. But yeah, you want to get that sweep. I don't look at how we've done at home and all that stuff. I just want to win tomorrow and have a special day for these seniors and these grads.
But you went undefeated at home in series.
That's hard to do in this league. It's hard to win series in this league. There are a couple of things here. Sometimes those losses, they definitely make you a better coach. They make you a better team. But sometimes a tough loss can make you figure out as a coaching staff what you need to do in that same situation. And when that's some of those losses did that to us. But this is a team also that went to Wake, and kind of they said, okay, let's see what we are, because obviously Wake is extremely good, and they were at home, and they that was a big confidence boost for our guys, winning that weekend series and sweeping them on the road. So I try not to take it for granted at home, but in my mind I'm thinking like, man, we didn't sweep Virginia Tech, so we got to do better this week and find a way to get a sweep.
How many guys you got graduating tonight?
We've got a ton. I could roll them off.
There's a bunch. Right?
Yeah, there are a lot that are getting their degree. They're not walking. They made that decision. They probably just want to go home and eat a cheeseburger and lay down. That's what I want. I only walk because my parents made me walk, to be honest with you. They were probably so surprised that I got my college degree today. But yeah, we've got a good amount. And, these guys, heck, we got some guys like Vance Honeycutt. It's 8 hours away from graduating. So Andrew Miller's in town. He pitched in the big leagues, and you can pull him up. He made a lot of money. And he's here getting his he's graduating, getting his master's. And Brandon Riley, who's coaching here, one of my favorite players, hard nosed.
Burlington's own.
He's graduating, so it's a special day. And the grads, a lot of our grads did their certificates, which are a big deal for their resume through the business school, so they took it seriously. So it's going to be an awesome day. And it's Mother's Day, which is also a great day for sure.
Thanks,
Thanks, y'all. All right.